Hello, I am Mal, and welcome back to Shadowrun Hong Kong. Alright, we're going to continue right where we left off. Let's see, what are we trying to do here? We're trying to stop a serial killer, right? Yeah. In the Whampoa Garden. Leaders of a band of tech-savvy squatters have claimed the neighborhood as their own. Okay. Well, the killer has struck only the elders thus far. May only be a matter of time for ordinary citizens are menaced as well. Okay, well, it says that this way is gonna give us some kind of information, so let's go. Welcome, my friend. I'm Elder Ing. This is Elder Tang and Ip. Thank you so much for answering our request for help. Yeah, it's the least we could do. We're under threat. One by one, the elders are being hunted by some monster. As you've noticed when you arrived, there's been another killing just tonight. Prodigal daughter returned once more. I didn't expect to see you here in my lifetime, Isabel. You disappeared. Elder Yetun? Well, okay, I'm gonna butcher that, so I'll just say, was very put out. I'm glad you're still alive. You choose to walk your own path. I was disappointed, but I still understood why you had to leave. Hope my lessons have helped you prosper. I didn't expect to come back either. Work takes you in strange places. I don't cart this around for fun. Lessons kept me alive. I expected her to be here. She's dead, so are Gan and Nakamura. And Tong was just killed tonight. So much blood, we have to stop this from continuing. That's what we're here for. We'll stop the killings. But she's so confident. What can you tell me about the murders? They started 2 weeks ago. First it was Gan. Found him in his apartment, eviscerated. He'd been torn apart. His head had been ripped completely off. Most of his skin had been flayed away. That's nasty. There's so much blood for us, it took a week to clean out his apartment. The rest have been the same. Always at night, always dismembered. The scene is just like a nightmare. And every time, nobody has seen anything. It's like a ghost. It happened to Tong. Same thing happened as the rest of the victims, eviscerated and dismemberment. He sent a guard to keep people out of his shop, but he'll let you in. When did he die? Sometime early tonight. Locked up in his shop. Uh-huh. Someone stopped to ask him about some skill chips he had. Door was unlocked and inside. Okay. Inside looked like a bad horror sim. Just like all the other murders. Had to have happened after sundown because his shop was open when I was on my way to get some noodles for dinner. I didn't call the police. Hong Kong police force isn't welcome here. Tried to force us out several times before. Come hunting for someone to pin a crime on. Do a lot of favors for the local gangs and triads. Handle their matrix security, fix up their gear, make sure they have access to Hong Kong Shadow Labs hub. We're too valuable a resource for them to lose, so they protect us when the Hong Kong police force or anyone else decides that we're an easy target. Okay. Made any enemies lately? Not that we can think of. We keep to ourselves. We buy and sell technology. We're not mercenaries or criminals. We're merchants and deckers. Whatever did this, it wasn't human. The violence and savagery. It's a monster. Whatever it is. Alright, that's it for now. Let's take a look around here. Interesting. What's this room, I wonder? The payout room or something? Huh? Maybe where you can do some secure banking? Said he was going to get some noodles. I'll go look at the crime scene in a second, but I just want to kind of look around, see what else is out here. Well, that's an awfully big looking orc or something there. Alright, well. Not seeing anything else to interact with, so I guess we'll be going in. I killed earlier tonight, yeah? Killed, huh, that's rich. Killed is when a BTL head sticks you with a knife and for your cred stick, or the cops put 2 in your chest for not kissing up hard enough. This is something else entirely. This isn't killed, this is slaughtered like a fatted calf. Watch yourself. It's a mess in there. Alright. Song's Sensory Carnival looks like a scene out of a B-grade slasher sim. The cloying scent of incense hangs thick in the pungent air, emanating from the small shrine in the corner of the shop. Unfortunately, it does not cover up the reek of death and clotted blood. Despite the ragged remnants of Elder Tong littering the floor, the rest of the shop appears to be in good order, at least at first glance. Nothing broken, tipped over, or otherwise ransacked. Huh. Alright, well, let's take a look. Body's a ruined mess. Destroyed ruin of his face is barely recognizable, and what's left of his body would be described as savaged. All the limbs have been torn off. What the heck is that all about? Sweet heaven, Mal. Haven't seen anything like this since Auntie Wong tried to stash some cred sticks in a devil rat's nest. It takes a lot to turn my stomach, but we sure have a winner today. Yeah, no kidding. Oh man, it'd be nice if I had one of these, huh? Gobbit. Check it out. Closes her eyes, takes a deep breath. After a moment, she opens again and makes a strange grunting noise. There's no fear here, Mal. No anger either. Just kind of satisfied feeling. Tong never saw it coming. I mean, it was... You mean the murder wasn't some kind of animal attack? See, I don't think it was. And she says there's no sense of anger. But why do all of that? Holy moly. You know, to instill fear in others? Or just whatever did it gets a, you know, sick pleasure from it, I guess? I don't know why the killer was after Tong, but it definitely wasn't any kind of mindless creature. Or even somebody that was particularly passionate. It was somebody who planned this and executed it. Yeah, that's... okay, sounds about right. Walls are covered in splattered and smeared blood, most of which is hardened into a crusty, congealed paste. Lovely. Thick tracks that run laterally. It's like the blood has been deliberately smeared. Painted the wall with his body parts. Why? I knew this guy. Quan Tong. He used to make music out of the stray radio static and panic button calls. Called it Crisis Wave. It was awful. What does this symbol mean? Anything? Ah. What were you working on? This is a Yamaha 95000V Simpson device for mixing and mastering Sims chips. Several drive bays are empty. All the server jacks are empty. The screen is slashing a repeat error. Requested files cannot be found. Please return to the bay. Let's debug the system. Bang away at the Sense keyboard. You managed to suspend the driver error warning for a time. Digging into the guts of the machine's recent files, you managed to kick it into diagnostic mode. While it isn't good as having access to the full system, you may learn something anyway. Memory okay, drive error, assist bus okay. Begin core dump. Log, debug spews scrolls. Log the sense screen filled with numbers indicating recent file, play links, keyframes. Okay, based on the numbers you're seeing, Tong Simsith had been hacked or removed. Oh, been hacked to remove the peak controller levels from the chips he had been burning. Prepared operation to make BTL chips. Delta wave outputs of these chips push them dangerously into the brain-burning territory. File catalog for high peak BTLs indicates all files had been burned and chips should be stored in the missing drives. Whatever was in the empty chip jacks, somebody cleaned out Tong's BTL stash. Maybe this guy's a BTL addict? I don't know, I doubt it. Tong's disk drawers. Okay, built in, no sign of anything. Unlocked and blinking, whoever opened the safe did it with a key fob. Interesting. Several blank crate sticks, no sign of any with money on them. Alright. Oh, I don't see anything else here. Alright, let's head out. This guy didn't see anything else, huh? Anyone else been inside? Not since I've been here. Could have been anybody, really. They've had a key to the place. But the lock's total crap. Anyone half decent cracking mag locks would have gotten inside. This BTL's hard drives and credit sticks are all missing. Sounds like the killer looted his place to me. All this talk of monsters, yeah, sure, there are many things that go scary that are bump in the night, but most of the scary bumps I hear are from handguns and gangers. What do you do around here, Porter? It's a catch-all category, I guess. I work for Elder Ip. A bit like being a deputy, make sure people don't break the rules, protect people who need protecting. Mostly I just would do whatever he asked me to do. Alright. Hello, Zippy. This orc busily snacking on a steamed bun as you approach. He wipes off with one of his hands and sticks it out towards you. Hey, stranger, nice to see you. You're awfully friendly, even though you don't know me. We never met before this, but I know exactly who you are. You're my replacement. The elders had me autopsy what was left of Elder Gan and Elder Nakumar after they got ripped apart. But I didn't want to dig any deeper. So, since I don't know you, I can smell a Shadowrunner a mile away. Gotta be the outsider they asked to stop the killings, right? Nothing gets by you, does it? See? I have good eyes. Let's see. Only slightly used. I'm certified donors, I swear. Man, I kill myself. Oh, man. Okay, I get the message. No more bad jokes. I know I'm no comedian. Let's see. One of the only trained surgeons around here. I keep the Wamponians healthy. I gotta practice down the road. Blind Shin's pretty good sour duck, but he's basically an implant specialist and that's it. Don't seem much like a doctor to me. Did my residency back in UCAS. Could have become a real MD too if things hadn't gone south for unrelated reasons. Opens his coat, revealing a cyber deck. He pats it proudly. I also deck a little, but better at slicing scan than IC. Garden seemed a good fit for me. So it's fairly peaceful around here. For the most part, other than these killings, we don't have much by the way of problems. Must have a lot of customers. By the way, this place is special. Alright, see you, Zippy. Oh, now we can talk to this guy, huh? What about the noodle guy? Yeah, let's talk to the noodle guy. Interest you in some some dango, maybe a nice nuke man, a pork bun with a Japanese twist. No, I don't want any of this stuff. Oh well, maybe I do, just so I can get this guy talking. All robotic arm slides out from the cart. So what brings you up here? I doubt it's the street food. Looking into the killings. Been hearing a lot about that. I haven't looked too closely. Any thoughts on the murders? Ignore them. Saw the crowd down at Tong's Sensory Carnival earlier tonight, but I didn't know the guy very well. I'm a Trid fan. He liked The Sims. Not a lot of crossover between us. So all the Trid screens. You like them? I love open Trid dramas, or love Trid dramas. Chinese, Korean, Japanese, Indonesian, doesn't matter. Alright. Episode, okay. Downright heartbreaking, I tell ya. Sounds like an interesting show, alright. You have no idea, okay. I want to talk about this stuff. I'll get you about some of the people around here. Magically, you mean? Ip's a killer, addicted to cybernetic implants. He always has the newest and freshest gear. Funny thing is, I've never seen him fight. I get the impression he's a coward. He'll let one of his buddies handle a problem than himself. All I know about Tang is that he loves drones. Does a little decking. Okay. Yeah, he wasn't particularly helpful, was he? Let me guess, you're feeling anxious the elders are looking into, paying to look into the murders around here. And you are? Okay. What have you found so far? Awfully curious for a random guy. Professional curiosity. I used to be with the New York Police Department. Part of their thaumaturgical research division. Part of the CSI branch. I did all the magical investigation. I hear about stuff like this happening. I keep my ear to the ground. Old habits, you know? Then why aren't you investigating? Can afford my fee. Not just about the money either. See this stuff day after day, you pay a price, it eats away at you. These days, rather negotiate with the living, thanks. What are you talking about? I can read objects, it's called psychometry. A little trick I managed to pick up. I don't really know how. I hold something, I can tell you what happened to it. Who owned it, how it killed someone. Aha. That could be useful. Thon wasn't afraid when he died, he was caught by surprise. Not as I would have expected with the amount of mess at the scene. Dog died tonight, so the astral signature hasn't had time to fade. It's only a sense of perfunctory accomplishment. It sounds like it wasn't a crime of passion, a planned attack. That kind of resonance in my experience. It's only possible for gore to show is to throw off anyone looking at the actual reason. Right. Yeah, if I wanted to kill someone and get away with it, I'd try and point a finger at some kind of monster. Basic Investigation 101, it's usually the simplest explanation. Don't discount the other possibilities. Think the mess wasn't incidental? It's a possibility. Ask yourself this. Mutilation happened after Tong's death. Why would a killer perform that kind of ritual? Serial killers who engage in that kind of ritual don't feel perfunctory about it in my experience. It tends to feel more like they're taking communion. It's a religious or sexual feeling most of the time. If this did feel that way, I don't think the killer is actually pathological. What do you know about the murders? Started a couple weeks ago? Yeah, okay. Arms wrenched out, right? It's razor-sharp knife. Okay. Hong Kong police force was here a few weeks ago after that. Maybe a month ago tops. Doesn't seem like much. Don't usually let the police in here. Officers loaded for bear, too. Big guns, heavy armor. Really? Chemical seals and everything. Wow. Okay. They went into the parking garage near here. There was some kind of gunfight. They never made it back out. Backup showed up. Umponians chased them away. Why would they let the cops in and then chase them away? That's exactly the kind of question you should be asking. The elders refused to answer when I asked. Go take a look for yourself if you want. Watch out, though. Gangs taking up residence in there, dealing drugs, BTLs. They call themselves Red Spear. Not too violent if you don't push them. Careful what you say. Alright, well, that guy actually had a lot of useful information. So let's see, what do we got now? Investigate the parking garage. Search for the killer, find out what the Red Spear gangs know. Yeah, let's do that. Well, I guess we're going to have to go over here and talk to him, huh? That's far enough, guy. This lot's our tour. If you're looking for a fix, you're welcome to trade. If you're not here for business, clear the hell out. Try and wander around in your own turf. We're gonna have to air you out. What do you say? You looking for a little pick-me-up? A little nitro to give you some pep? Maybe you want some chips, take the edge off? These BTLs that you're selling look an awful lot like they came from Tong's shop. Yeah, so what? What do you care? Well, so if you stole these from Tong, maybe you can help me with my investigation. Yeah, I guess, that's fair. It's like this. Broken Thumb was walking down the street and he sees this guy going to Tong's joint right after closing. Tall guy, hunched over. Had this gray rain poncho draped over him now. You know, figured this was all weird and all, so he posts up and waits. Figures the guy will come out soon because Tong's closing up shop. Nothing for 15 minutes. Guy comes out, hustles down the street. Nobody's saying boo. I figure he was just waiting for an ebb in the crowds. You can see some blood smeared on the door, so he thought he'd go in and check it out. Inside, total carnage. Tong's gotta be using is not gonna be using his gear anyway, so to hell with it. You and Jack's a lot of it. Yeah, okay, well, business is business. You're damn right it is. All I know is that the guy had to be a killer. Yeah, I think we've already seen this guy. May or may not be them, but... May or may not be the guy, but this is our best lead. Can I look around the garage? Are you deaf? But I tell you, no. Aha, etiquette gang, that's nice. On business for the elders. They're only here because they tolerate you. They hear that you're blocking me and your ass is going to get kicked all the way. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, I'm listening. What kind of business you on? I'm investigating the murders. Alright, we only moved in here with all the Pomponians are too scared of monsters and ghosts to come back in. The elders told us we had the right to move in here. Okay. Bloody drain, huh? Red blood and clots clog the drain. As you look closer, however, something catches your eye, an off red color that doesn't match the hues of gore around the drain. It could be a small nugget of some kind. Fish them out. Some kind of synthetic ferroplastic. It's got ragged edges, broken off of a larger object. There were small markings, partially obscured by the scratches. Scratches the markings of the nugget look like Chinese, but despite how closely you look, you can't decipher their meaning. After a moment, you realize they are not the markings of fragmentary, but the language is actually Japanese. The characters are close enough to be familiar, but too different to read. An expert in armor or foreign languages could help. You know, I'm not sure who in Wampoa Garden speaks Japanese, but Wing Kei has a shop down in Wampoa itself, and they're by where we met the elders. If anybody around here would know about armor, it would be her. Okay, it's as good a lead as we've had. Judging by the amount of blood on the floor, all the scene bloody would do a disservice. It's a massacre of tremendous proportions. These scratches look like they're from a long bladed weapon, like a sword or machete. Number of bullet holes in the walls and cars around here. It's been spraying wildly. Our killer must have fought the HK police force in here and cut them apart. Since they never found a body, they gotta assume the killer got away. Tell you what, I don't want to have to fight this maniac at close range. Yeah, probably be best not to. Show me what you have. Yeah, let's go ahead and trade here real quick. Oh, they got Jazz, Kamikaze, Nitro. Yeah, they got what you need if you want it. That might come in handy later. We get access to this again. Go back and talk to this guy again. Whoever fought the police in the garage did it at close range with a blade. It's definitely unusual. A lot of people in Hong Kong can fight with a blade, but not many of them could take on 4 police officers and win. That's a losing fight, even for the best gangers out there. Whoever you're looking for, they're no common killer. Somebody over here. Let's go downstairs and see if the person that could, the armor expert, can take a look at that fragment we found. Is it this person? Yeah, okay. What kind of armor this is from? Perhaps, let me see. Japanese markings I don't recognize. But the first one... oh yeah. Raku is fairly recognizable to anyone seeing this. Its name in Hanzi. Okay. Composition appears to be high density ferroceramics. Okay. Commercially sold gel pack technology. Power could have withstood a significant amount of impact force. Even a standard 7.62 wouldn't have had much chance of penetrating it. What would penetrate it? High velocity rounds with a tungsten carbide penetrator would be the most common. This is the kind of thing, armor piercing, discarding Sabbat rounds were designed to defeat. A decoded melee weapon do it as well, but there would be some kind of splintering at the edge. Same case with EX explosive rounds. We'd see spalling on the backside. Whoever shot off this from the owner came loaded with the right kind of weaponry to get the job done. That's for certain. You don't carry that kind of ordnance unless you're sure of what you're going to be facing. It's just too expensive for the common carry. Show me what you have. Okay, goodbye. See if we can talk to the Elder again. Come on. Why did you let the... Yeah, why'd you let the police in last month? Really don't let the police in, but this case we made an exception. Okay. Also made it clear that if they refuse, they might not take an interest in our deals with pirates, and they would call the Special Duties Unit and force their way in. They've repelled the Hong Kong police force before. They tried to push us around. Probably drive off the Special Duties Unit as well, but high cost in blood. Okay. What were they here for? They didn't say, we didn't ask. Why didn't you let them in when they came back? We're willing to allow a group of 4 in because they asked politely. When the reinforcements arrived, there were over 30 of them? Wow. Okay, I'll be going. Okay, let's talk to you. What do you do? I can help you with, friend? Looking into the murders that have been happening. Born in Dublin, huh? Okay. Okay, alright, yeah. Not that I'm not interested in story, and I am, but, you know, again, this is one thing about Shadowrun Hong Kong, is that, yes, it's a role-playing game, and again, I'm all about the story, but, you know, at a certain point, you're like, geez, could there, you know, could they have written more lines of text to read? And I don't care what anyone says, it is different when it's voiceovered and stuff. Yeah. Well, because as a commentator, you gotta read it all, and... My voice gives out, people, it gives out! Let's talk to this guy. What's up, Mo? Is that the guy's name? Yeah, Mo. Alright. What do you got here, dude? Absolutely 0 chips from Shotgun Bloom. Okay. Okay, okay, I don't care about your music stuff, whatever. I'm from UCAS. What brings you out here? I'm trying to find out who's killing the elders. Maybe it's this guy right here. You know, this creepy looking guy. Dog died tonight. Anything about the murders? Disappeared a month or so ago. Close up her shop. Only started after she disappeared. So maybe she's in hiding, taking care of the elders one by one. Why would she do that? Be blunt? She's a hateful, shrewish old badger of a person. It's always her way or the highway. Last fight she had was with Tang over something or other. He ended up throwing some of his micro drones into the deep fryer and threatening to kick his butt around the block. Matrix gear. What's your area of expertise? I'm a decker. Oh, okay. So, what went wrong? Alright, see you later, Mo. Oh there, you look like a man who understands the value of self-defense. Breaker Huey at your service. We're interested in information. Aside from Tong, who slings BTLs around here? Yep, the gang. Why is that funny? We don't let them in here most times. What do you think about the murders? Just that the elders have been getting hacked apart. I'm nobody important. I aim to keep it that way. Anything about Elder Magpie? Never met her. Oh no, you should ask Zippy though. He's a sharp one with a deck. Impressions of the elders? Okay. Get a key to Magpie's shop. Alright, let's see. Who can give us that? Can he give it to us? Can we just break into the place? What do you tell me about her missing? Do you have a key? Yes. Why would you need to look around there? What, I'm supposed to already have a decking 4 if I want to be able to talk my way into that? That's okay. Let's go back up top. He's got one. No, okay. Closed, huh? Go back down here. Maybe Zippy can help us with something. Come on, Zippy. Tell me about Magpie. Where do you think she went? No idea. Any place you think I should start looking? I'm gonna check out her shop. It's all locked up. The elders house couldn't hurt to look around. What did you hear them arguing about? Looks like she didn't care for entertainment taking precedence over business. Exactly. What do you mean by blocking them? Nobody needs her matrix skills for the business to run properly. There are other deckers. But she had the infrastructure. Uh-huh. Would you let me into her shop? Oh, can do. Not because I don't want to, but because I just don't have the key. You don't have to get it from Ip. He's taken over a matrix infrastructure maintenance duty. Not as good as okay, you'd have to get it from Ip. Okay. Well, doesn't this guy work for Ip? Porter? Alright, let's go back down. I don't have any karma to spend. Oh, okay. Now I can talk to this guy. Interesting. Tell me what you have for sale. Okay. Not exactly what I was looking for. Well, I think what I'm going to do, folks, since I clearly don't know what the next step is I'm going to run around off camera and see if I can't figure this out. And then I'll come back to you in the next one. Hopefully we'll be able to move this investigation along. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm Mal, and I'll see you later.